Hello, my name is Michelle Techler, and I am the teen librarian at the Cary Library. I bet that some of you have visited the children's room, maybe most of you, but perhaps only a few of you who have actually wandered into the teen room. The teen room at Cary is the space in the library specifically for people in grades 6 through 12. I'm coming to you today from my office at Cary because when you graduate 5th grade, you will be considered a rising 6th grader, and the teen room and the teen programs will be open to you. So today I brought 6 books to share from our teen collection. I hope that at least one of these books might interest you. The first book that I'd like to share is Primer, a superhero graphic novel by Jennifer Muro and Thomas Krajewski with art by Gretel Lusky. Primer is the story of a 13-year-old graffiti artist, Ashley. Ashley's menacingly evil father is in jail, and she has bounced from foster home to foster home. She is not a bad kid, but trouble seems to follow her. She lands in a new foster home with a foster dad, Kitch, who is also an artist, and a foster mom, Yuka, who is a scientist. When Ashley discovers Yuka's top secret project, which looks like a simple paint set, she thinks it's a surprise gift for her. However, these are not just paints, and when Ashley plays with them, she develops superhero powers. This is a funny and uplifting story, and the bold colors, I'll just show you, of the artwork just pop off the page. So if you are a fan of graphic novels and you like superhero stories, you might like to read Primer, a superhero graphic novel. The next book I would like to talk about is David Levithan's The Mysterious Disappearance of Aiden S. as told to his brother. It is a story of 12-year-old Aiden and his 11-year-old brother Lucas. The book opens with a pronouncement that Aiden has disappeared. The family and the entire town are looking all over for him when he suddenly returns via a dresser in the attic, claiming he had visited a magical place called Avenue. That's chapter 1. Sort of a little Lion and the Witch in the Wardrobe kind of feeling to it. What I loved about this book, though, is instead of being told by Aiden, the narrator and the protagonist of the story is Lucas, the younger brother. He, and we, the readers, wonder, is Aiden's story a truthful recounting of what happened to him? Is it just a dream, or is it just a lie? Fantasy, sibling relationships, and what it takes to believe the unbelievable are all part of this wonderful story, The Mysterious Disappearance of Aiden S., as told to his brother. Many of you have heard of Jason Reynolds. He wrote the popular track series, Ghost, Bettina, Sunny, and Lou. Well, today I brought a new book written by Jason Reynolds called Look Both Ways, which is a set of 10 interconnected short stories about different middle school students and their walks home from school. Each of the stories in this book can stand on its own, but together they create a picture of the reality of middle school life. It is not all sunshine and flowers. There is pain and heartbreak and worry in these stories, but there's also plenty of humor in each story as well. And it starts with this. This is the first story, the start of the first story. This story was going to begin like all the best stories, with a school bus falling from the sky. But no one saw it happen. No one heard anything. So instead, this story will begin like all the good ones, with boogers. If you don't get all of them nasty, half-baked goblins out of your nose, I promise I'm not walking home with you. I'm not playing. Jasmine Jordan said this like she said most things, with her whole body. Like the words weren't just coming out of her mouth, but were also rolling down her spine. She said it like she meant it. So that is the start of Look Both Ways by Jason Reynolds. I know that there are many fantasy lovers out there, and I probably could not even hold my head up if I did not bring at least one proper fantasy today to you. So I have brought 12 Nights by Andrew Zurker. This is a slow-building, sweeping fantasy filled with adventure. It tells the tale of Kay and her sister Elle, whose father goes missing on Christmas Eve. Later that night, Kay wakes to find two strangers, wraiths, who are undead, ghost-like creatures outside her bedroom window. The wraiths are looking for the last remnants of the girl's father. And it just so happens that Kay has her father's extracted wisdom tooth in her sweater pocket. And that small detail is the start of their adventure. This book is ultimately about the power of storytelling, and so if you're looking for a magical read, you might like 12 Nights. Blood and Germs. The Civil War Battle Against Wounds and Disease by Gero explores the grisly medical history of the Civil War. This nonfiction book includes accounts from soldiers and nurses and doctors, and it is filled with historical photos, I'll show you, and drawings and other images. Twice as many soldiers died from diseases like pneumonia, typhoid fever, and smallpox as the number of soldiers who died from bullet wounds. So it was quite a grim time. But there were also lots of medical information that was gained during that time period that shaped the future of medicine. If you're interested in history, medicine, or science, you might like to check out Blood and Germs, the Civil War Battle Against Wounds and Disease. You also take a look at the extensive bibliography at the back and additional sources for more information on this really fascinating topic. Okay, the last book that I'm sharing today is The Canyon's Edge by Dusty Bowling. This book is told both in prose and in verse, and it is an emotionally gripping survival story. Nora and her dad are both suffering from PTSD following a random gun shooting at a restaurant a year ago that resulted in the death of her mother. In an attempt to get away from the pain of their daily lives, they embark on a hiking trip into a slot canyon. A flash flood sweeps in and sweeps away Nora's father and all of their camping supplies. She is left to fight for her survival and to find her father by drawing on the lessons she learned from her parents about the wilderness and by finding the strength in her own core. This is a page-turner tale of challenges and resilience. I simply could not put it down. If you like books where teens have to overcome personal struggles, or if you like wilderness and survival stories, you might enjoy reading The Canyon's Edge. So that is all I have for you today. If you would like more reading recommendations, stop by the Teen Room. I would be happy to help you find something to read. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.